Hey, what's going on, everybody? I think all the buttons are working today. Oh yeah, that's the good shit. You know, that is a profound quote right there. I also like it when the buttons work. Hooray for the working buttons. Hi, Bad Road. Hi, Beekeeper. Let's see what we are doing. I mean, we're playing Pacific Drive. That much is clear. I'm going to try out this face cam thing. You won't be surprised that I look a lot like Sue. See, right there. I'm that curtain. Which I guess implies that yesterday Sue was the curtain behind the person on camera. Sounds about right. Oh, surprise, I wasn't the curtain after all. You need to set up a button here maybe that switches the capture card and the camera's positions and sizes. That might be a good idea. That's more work though. Pay no attention to the curtain behind the person, yep. Alright, so we're playing more Pacific Drive. I know we finished like the second major story event. We're probably going to start seeing stuff like, I don't know, unstable energy soon. Oh, here's my big ass glass mouse pad. How cool is that, right? Thing's great. Even with the dog hair all over it. There's nothing in this house that does not have dog hair all over it, I'll tell you that. Highly recommend if you're in a position where it's not going to break and you don't need to fold it up. Glass mouse pads are wonderful. They do make a certain sound that does not agree with some people. And so you shouldn't use it around those people when possible. Yep, that's all I got. That's my advice. Get a glass mouse pad unless you don't. Alright, Pacific Drive. Once again, the image here is mirrored. It's still raining, it's still thundering. Frisbee's handling it a bit better than yesterday, but not by a lot. I told him, he tried to climb up stuff, and I told him that we're not having this fight very calmly, and he stopped. So, I guess he either understands that or it was a weird coincidence. Probably understood the tone of my voice. How calm but commanding. Right, let's see. Play. The mid-zone crossing. Gotta get through the expansion wall. We're only at 99% health on our car. Did we ever figure out what the quirks on the car were, other than the drive backwards and the hood goes up thing? I don't think we did. The roads will take you home, Henry. The roads will take you home. Listen to me, you know, this place mixes everything up. You see how it doesn't mix up the roads? That's the key. Forget about where the buildings, the trees, or the landmarks are. Stick to the roads. Now that's interesting. I like that we're on FaxMates BBS. For those of you too young, I don't think there's anyone too young in the chat right at the moment. BBS is what we used to use primarily as the internet. It was the precursor to message boards that you also might be too young to know. Message boards were the precursor to every useless chat service of the past 10 years. Up to and especially Discord. And that's why everything's now in locked off little spaces. They're going to disappear immediately. BBS of GoatyNet for linking the echoes. There you go. Good old Goaty. Goaty is my favorite. G-H-O-T-I is my favorite spelling of fish. Let me tell you, there's a lot of options. Or there's like a couple of options. Why do I have probably a weather alert, yeah? Oh, flash flood warning. We're actually in a position where that can't happen. We're on the side of a hill. So I'm not going to worry about that. It's raining in the game, too. Alright, we got to find a way into the wall. Let's do a supply run. Let me make sure everything's put up and we can do a supply run. Oh. And take these, put them on the shelf. Got my plasma cutter, my blowtorch. We need an impact hammer. We have an impact hammer in the trunk. Wrong button. Wrong object. We do not have an impact hammer in the trunk. Alright, let's make an impact hammer. Oh, fuck. That's a charging station, that's not a workbench. This is a workbench. I'm waiting for my meds to kick in, if you can't tell. Gears. 1, 2. Impact hammer. Relightable flare. These last for 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Interesting. I mean, we might as well, right? We have we don't have the flashlight yet. Headlights, we don't have electronics. Or can we just create electronics out of thin air? Did we ever put a wind turbine on the car here? I don't think we did. No, we don't have the last rack. Alright, well. Let's see where we're going next. But that is a bad position to put the chat in. Not like you, the chat, just the fucking window with the chat on it. The impact hammer, the plunger thing used to destroy energy capsules. That's the one. Alright. There you go, Bunny, you can hold this for a sec. Got Elias Bunny holding the tablet now. That's a bit better. I still have to look all the way over here, though. Alright, let's see. We're here. These are all level 1s. You know what, let's do, when do we get more charges? Let's scan this one. There we go. We can go through E7 or G8. I think E7 is going to be better for a supply run. Glittering boulders are plentiful. Are glittering boulders the rocks floating in the air? Rate of battery consumption is increased, alright. Hopefully it'll be daytime when we get there then. I do have jumper cables in the back, so we should be fine. Oh, I did have an impact hammer, now I feel silly. It just wasn't in the car. That's alright, now it is. Alright, let's go. No. Let's go. That's the wrong door also. Ahem. Let's go. Knew I'd get there eventually. Alright, so I think what we want here rear right side, so usually, yeah. Assign all. There we go. Look at that. You can assign them all to one button. And the limb pulse emitter could help bump away any bunnies that want to grab on. Alright, let's kick some ass. The game's running great. Haven't dropped below 100 FPS. Alright, so we're gonna go this way. This perpetual stability is just very, very good for gathering supplies. All right. What are we looking at here? And if we go straight ahead, we can get to an anchor. I'll be heading straight towards some towers and trailers. Dang it. Are we gonna wind up actually needing wipers? Alright, alright. I see a wardrobe in the middle of the road. I have to...
Charge levels to overcome the conditions for a gateway. You'll have to feed anchors to the arc device until it's satisfied, and she'll tell you how many she needs at any given time.
Alright. Good to know. Probably says it on the side with that interface. Like us, logbook.
The remnants are like us in a way. Those of us who chose to stay behind are as discarded and forgotten as they are.
And by chose to stay, you mean actively defying government orders to evacuate? Then yes. You remember how we went without electricity for 4 months and dodged the clearing crews? There's like what? Only 100 of us left?
If even that. Frankly, I'm surprised so many of us were unable to move on for one reason or another.
Oh, speak for yourself. I'm here for the hunt. Hey, even better now, there's no one to get in our way.
All right. Yeah, I think that they're just remnants of people. I really don't think they're alive anymore, per se. Oops. There we go. All right. Survive.
Hey, driver, not to be a downer or nothing, but I'm wondering what we do if you can't find a way out of the zone.
They got themselves over the wall. They'll find a way to survive here, like the rest of us. Or not. Won't be my problem at that point.
Aww.
Hardly call what we're doing here surviving.
Ugh, look, hey, both of you always going on and on about putting up with this, enduring that.
Whoa.
Slow down there, kid. We were scientists, not superheroes.
Well, I mean, look, hey, to someone who was all thumbs when it came to science, they're one and the same. I just don't understand why you're wasting away here, burrowing away in the zone. Both of you, you're sitting on so much lost potential.
Potential is a carrot on a stick for the young.
Ooh.
To keep you forging on when you should have given up long ago. Nothing had more potential than LIM technology. And look what it did to the Olympic Peninsula. What I did. Look around. We're stuck here. For good. All we can do is survive.
For good or for awesome.
I forgot what a charmer you are, Oppie. An absolute living ray of sunshine.
Okay, so your character alive. We don't know. I don't necessarily have any reason to think our character is dead. We certainly seem to have a body. So maybe we're like the visitors. Oh, right. I forgot. The pneumatic scrapper, or the plasma scrapper, sucks in the stuff it scraps. Which is pretty handy. Alright, that's a gas truck. We got a door here. Any chance of a door? Oh, that's a rock. Probably not a door in a rock. Just a hunch. Alright, there's buildings up the road. We should drive there. Oh, air keeps getting in my eyes. There you are. There's my car. Oh, whoops. Dang it. Like that's also an arc tower. Yep, still active. Well, let's fix that, I guess. At least the rain stopped. Oops, that's the wrong tool. There we go. Was that the whole thing? Nope. Sure the fuck wasn't. There we go. And then a piece of the ambiance stops. Aside from the fact that you've died of radiation portion. That's true. That's true. And we never see our hands or anything. Maybe we died on the way into the zone, right? I'm not going over there to try that. Oh, I apparently ended up using a can of food instead of the first aid kit I'd intended. Whoops. Alright, let's see. I missed the door somewhere. Here it is. Right. I just put this on my... Don't know what that was. I'm not gonna look. Okay. Something just threw tires at us. Slightly unnerved, not gonna lie. Sometimes just the random shit that happens in this game feels so bizarre and unplanned that it does actually put me off a bit, but in a good way. Nine quick slot. 6 there. Oh. Oh, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Thought I figured out a simple way to kill them. Why did they throw tires at me? Crafted items. Those counted as crafted items for some reason. That's interesting. Oh, by the way, I don't have the ring light on, so my image may be a little bit dark. No place is safe. Good to know. Yeah, there's some electronics. There's some paint. Lots of paint lately. Lots of late paint lately. Like, I know they're not my tires. Set this in here. So, move the paint over. Oh, I had another pry bar on me. Guess not. Alright, let's continue. Alright. Don't like driving off the side of the road, but at least it doesn't spin us out instantly anymore. There is Sonic the Hedgehog. There he is. Oh, alright. That's the end of the line. You know what? There we go. Oh, it's called a can opener. Cute. Just had to get that scanned. And a scan opener. Another anchor over there. Alright, should be safe to park here. Yump. Ooh. What is this? Oh, that's not an anchor, it's a nut. There we go. Conductive gold shell. Please, conductive gold shell was my father. Ooh. Don't need more flares. That is some good screaming I'm hearing. I'll hear that screaming? That's the good shit. Alright, this looks like some kind of control. Oh, that's the wrong button. Here we go. This makes a bigger thwack. Right? Got some trash. Whoops. Alright, we got batteries. Those are a little hard to find at times. Chemicals, something we're always running out of. Aren't I always saying we need more chemicals? A transmuter that turns cogs into gas cylinders? That 5 cogs to 1 gas cylinder. I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to make me one of these plasma cutters. That's just super handy. Gonna be sad when this inevitably breaks, and probably soon. I guess I have that hand back. Probably has the same effect, but in 2 items instead of 1. Handbacks can't cut, and regular scrappers can't suck. That's what it all comes down to in the end. That's why circular saws and vacuums need to unionize. Oh great, we got a big storm coming up. Oh, and there's the thunder outside. Right on cue. Oh fuck. No, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. That one caught me off guard a bit. It's okay, Risby. I'm fucking at the game, not at the storm outside. The storm outside is harmless. I thought there was another anchor here, but apparently we've gone underground too far. So, our actual next anchor, just up ahead when the road takes a sharp left. Again? No, no, it's fine. I need to be more careful and watch for that. There is more plasma there if I want to go back and get it, but the idea of going back when this giant storm is hitting, not something I want to do, especially since I gotta get out here and grab this anchor. And also whatever this is, I guess. Another nut. It's a dehydrated gold shell. Fuck. It doesn't fit in my inventory. Oh, dang. Fine, it's fine, it's fine. Shouldn't have gone for it in the first place, but it's fine. And okay. I restabilized things a little bit. Now let's see if we can get out of the storm a little quicker. Why is the car pulling hard to the left? And right. Now it's just the steering is way off suddenly. Probably the storm, right? Oh God. Yep, definitely the storm. All right, let's do it. Let's slip on through over here and officially be out of the storm. Okay. All right, now how about wait, what? Why are the lights not staying on? That's because that's the arc thing. Whoops. There we go. That's what I needed to have turned on. Okay, can I get to this anchor? Like up this hill, I wouldn't be able to drive to it for sure. No, can't Oblivion up there. Or maybe I can, but it'd take a lot more effort than I'd like. The plasma cutter is like the suck cut as popularized on the Wayne's World. That's the one. Yeah, I actually do still need the headlights. They still haven't managed to make the windshield wipers useful. But the headlights in some of these areas are actually important because of the lack of contrast. Much like in real life, when light isn't hitting something, it loses its color, because a color is just the reflection of light. Alright, so do we have these things scanned yet? Sizzling mist, yes. Mizzling cyst. Sounds like a Dark Souls boss. Whoops. The yellow here is supposed to be our fuel gauge, right? Same as this? That's color-coded, right? So I guess part of our fuel gauge, our digital fuel gauge, isn't working? That's odd. I believe that the red is the battery. Because it stops going down when I turn out the lights. Interesting. Could probably look that up. I've gone so far without doing a lot of looking up, so. No, I hate to do it, but I'm really a little lost on some of these things. Let me check that now. So we got... Alright. Pacific Drive. Yellow number. Well, there's a bunch of questions of other people asking what the numbers on the dash mean. In the right of the screen where you can assign your car abilities, you mean the left? Maybe they're in Europe, I don't know. The battery charge. Top numbers are where your battery charge is, and lower one is your maximum. But okay, so that's... Alright. You can check it by just putting your headlights on and observing it. Red is a current charge. Okay, so that's all battery. That's why the red number is not going down. What's the blue bar on the left for? That's a battery meter. What's the blue bar to the left? And why do we need 2 meters if they're both for batteries? Oh my god. I'm looking for that answer too. Alright, cool. I wasn't misunderstanding too terribly much. Enough energy anchor, you can summon a gateway. Looks like we need 2, and I think we've got 2. Ooh. Nice loud pop from my neck. Sorry if that came through the mic. Alright. Charge required 1.3. We currently have 0.7. Okay. Also, there is... touch and go. Okay. So we've got fog all over the map. I guess it's touch and go. And also our battery is going to drain at, I assume, double speed. Wow, it is really dark. Sure sucks that I can't really use my lights consistently, huh? Oh. What do we got here? What are you? Glittering boulder. Hey, this is Anna. I'm totally going so fast right now. It happened again. Engineer, physicist, but my guess is that these things are discharging huge amounts of energy into whatever they touch. Oh, fun. What if I try to scrap it? Huh. Alright. So are these gonna make the car speed up? I'm not sure what you didn't hear. Oh, my neck pop. Okay, good. Oh yeah, okay. Yep. Yep. Slow down, slow down. Alright, theoretically could be useful for outrunning a storm. Good to know. Let's never do that again. I'm definitely gonna have to recharge my battery during... Whoa! Looks down at the dash. Suddenly... Wait, do we have a cracked window? Fuck. Alright, that's not good. Yeah, we can make a ceiling kit. There we go, all fixed. Certified mechanic, hooray! Right, I need to have my jumper cables here so we can move materials to the back. Alright, should be fine. The mix of sounds in this ambient soundscape are wild. Yep, I know. I know. I'm sorry, car. I'm going to unwisely dump the battery here in this space. Oh. Whoops, looks down at the floor, immediately crashed into something. That open? No, that doesn't open. Alright, more of that. Okay. How do I get a car through this? Someone please tell me. Alright, we're gonna try and squeeze through here. Sorry, car. There we go. The car hasn't done anything to make us feel like it's a character. I just kind of feel like I should from how it's been described. Right, we didn't scan the first one of these we saw, did we? Spike puddle. That is not a set of words that I like having together. It's a trap for both Mega Man and Sonic the Hedgehog. Two of the world's greatest heroes. Whoa, fuck. Very rude. Do not like these things. Alright, now we gotta avoid getting super nitroed on a fucking hairpin curve here. We're almost out of the fog, so we can turn out the lights a bit. I say, and immediately go off the road. Where's the road? Is this the road over here? Close enough. Looks like there's big parts of the road missing. So to say that the roads are always the same... What the fuck is that? Don't like that. Low battery, of course. Of course. Alright. See if I can make another one. Come on, where is it? There it is, battery jumper. Excellent. That's the wrong button, but it'll do. Okay. That only restores 30. Could be better, could be worse. Endless, nameless. I hope this anchor is enough. I don't know how we're gonna get another. Oh, don't tell me it's fucking in the ravine. Oof. It's in the ravine. What am I supposed to do with that information? I guess drive down into the ravine, right? What else is there? Keep confusing the floating glitter boulders. With arc anchors. Alright, here we go. This was a good idea. Alright, all the tires are intact. Low fuel, what? Oh shit. No, it's fine. It's fine. I do have a gas can. Might not be much, but it'll have to do. Why am I on fire electricity? Ah, still not enough, huh? Well, I'm doing my best here. And my best may not be great at the moment. That don't mean I'm gonna stop trying. Probably should do this, because I am gonna take some damage when we're outside of the car. Whoa! Oh, I saw an anchor. I know I did. This way. And there's another one to the left. Might need to throw some repair putty on that, on those front panels. Ah, enough with the electricity already. Alright, cannot survive in electricity for very long is what we've discovered. Oh my god. Oh, is that the other anchor? I'll take it. And we gotta figure out where we're actually going, which is any of these. I gotta get into a position where we can do that. Ah, damn it. Nope. First aid kit. Can't make. Fuck. Yeah, I know. I'm dying horribly. How do I stop us from getting zapped? Oh my god. Well, very good chance we're just dead right here. Dang, this is shaping up to be a good run, too. I don't know what's causing us to get electrocuted. At first I thought it was the storm, but the storm passed and we're still being zapped. Why didn't I do that in the first place? I had a thing specifically for that situation. Ah, fuck. No, still critical. Dang it. Oh, that's rough.
Interesting thing about those anchor drugs, they use limb technology to stake down pockets of stability in an area. Basically, they delay how quickly your energy Swiss cheese out there.
Yeah, I got that, but didn't do me a lot of good that time. All right. 0 battery, 0 gas. We do get to keep the energy we pick up. Although I did lose most of my tools. And we charge. Alright, friendly dumpster. Thank you for always being here for me. Wow, an entire new crude headlight. Pretty cool. Ah, yeah. Sure had lost a light. Oops. You're looking for a sign to push on through the adversity? This is it. Rad. All right, we have 4.4. So we should be able to unlock a few things. Damn, can't do the armored panel yet. Electrically insulated door, lead-plated door. Lead-plated panels. I could just grab all the lead-plated stuff. See what else there is too. I would really like to get all-terrain tires. Can't do it yet though, because we need unstable energy for that. An interesting way to gate progress is don't let you get the tool or the stuff you need for the tools until later. Backseat tank. Fuel synthesizer. Battery-powered device effectively creates gasoline from various environmental substances that it passively absorbs in the zone. Be sure to siphon it regularly. Let's look at batteries. Right, I should make a lightning rod, huh? How about racks? No, nothing to get in the racks currently. Dang, roof rack would cost 6 steel sheets. I can make 6 steel sheets. Fuck it. Let's make 6 steel sheets real quick. That's a really hard set of words for me to say. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah. Go. Roof rack. Whoops. There's the one. Hell yeah. Gotta have racks, right? Important. Anything? Oh wow, we actually maintained more than I thought we would. More than usual, anyway. Just lost the biggest portion. So that lightning rod is something that I want so that we can get near the lightning towers to charge up. That's fuel, that's battery. That's my charger. Oh, unstable. Side battery, mini turbine, generator. Is it under? Jump jacks. The auto parker. Right arm getting tired, rudimentary weight and motion sensors below the driver's seat will automatically engage and disengage the parking brake. Truly, this is the technology of the future. I mean, yes, we want that. So that I don't forget anymore. Matter regenerator. Repair car components stored in the station while you're out on a drive. Oh, that's cute. I also still don't know how to tear parts off the car without scrapping them. Garage. Fine. As far along in refining as we can be. Blowtorch. We had a blowtorch. We might still. Oh, okay. The blowtorch is a repair putty alternative. Damn, wish I'd actually read up on that. Or not forgotten from last week. Roof floodlights. Panels, wheels, expansion racks, car storage. Fuel, battery, utilities. And resource radar sounds pretty useful about now. Jackhammer-like power will make your car airborne for a brief moment, but be aware this was not designed with consideration for either comfort. It's a jump button. You can put a jump button in your car. Y'all know what I'm gonna do. There's no way that I couldn't. Fuck is the lightning rod? I know I saw it earlier because I commented on it. Electrician's kit, handy vac. There's the plasma scrap. That also needs unstable energy. Just like the Mach 5. Exactly. Exactly like that. Relatable flare. Side floodlights. Flare gun, crude flashlight. I do need the crude flashlight eventually, too. Panels. The wheels. Definitely not under wheels. Not under racks, but it does go on a rack. Storage. A trunk in the trunk. That needs 8 steel sheets. XL roof storage. There's fuel tanks of the fuel synthesizer. Plasma charger. Mini turbine. Could actually make the mini turbine and put it on the car. Lightning rod. Oh, we already have it. Shit. Alright. We're like bump and jump. There you go. I'm gonna go with, City Chase. Yeah, that's gonna be the one I go with. Thinking of anything I can with jumping cars, and, City Chase comes to mind. Alright, hydro generator. So that's for when it's raining. Alright, well. What else do we want to unlock? I would love to do the turbo light engine, but we need the advanced workbench. Can we get the advanced workbench? Get the improved antenna. Scanning antenna. Athletic simulation station. That was very funny. Smart deconstructor. A fish tank. Advanced workbench requires matter regenerator. Yeah, alright. Whoops. Keep forgetting what button to press. Sometimes it's space, sometimes it's E. The controls feel a little all over the place from time to time. Okay, matter regenerator. Let's put it up. And this will repair any parts that we leave behind. This the only spot it can go? Looks like it. There we go. Oh, we didn't get to keep either of our nuts either. So, does the matter regenerator work with tools? No, only car parts. Incubator, it calls it there. That's interesting. Alright, so that does need unstable energy, so that's going to be after this mission. We'll probably be able to get it. Oh. Flash flood warning. Anyone who is watching in Oklahoma City right now, get to high ground. We are, like I said, we are safe from it. There's a lot of people who live here right now, like in the city, in flood zones. So y'all be safe. Okay, what is an investigator module? Tinker Station will report back to you which elements of a diagnosis are correct. Yes! Yes! Oh, that's a relief. Finally, we can start, like, actually solving this bullshit. Alright. What's the next level of it, and can we get it? Analysis module, and no, that needs unstable energy. Oh, and that allows me to use anchor energy to partially diagnose any quirk. Alright, that's handy. We can't get it yet, but it's handy. Alright, we're almost... Yeah, we're out of anchor energy. Alright, let's look at these quirks. B, investigate. We can't do that yet. Oops. Alright, we've got 2 of these. And I have no idea where to even start. Yeah, I don't even know where to start on here. We just gotta wait till we actually notice something, I guess. Alright, it's time to actually start fixing up the car. Also, I'm gonna look up real quick if I need a specific tool to, remove car parts. You're currently receiving wireless emergency alerts. Yes, obviously. Alright. And now we go. Pacific Drive. Pulling off car parts. Moving parts from vehicles. Oh! That's what the Liberator is. That actually removes panels and stuff instead of scrapping them. I wish the description on that had been clearer. I would have already had that. Alright. Friendly dumpster, how you doing, bud? I appreciate it. I knew I could count on you. Ooh, a first aid kit. Fancy. Alright, we've got a lot of repairs to do here. Both bumpers are okay, which is good because the back bumper is a scanner or something. A deflect, I don't remember what it is, but it was a specialized part rather than just a bumper. Alright, let's see. Jump jacks we can make right now. We can't make the auto parker. Oh yeah, we can. We just need to make... No, because we don't have electronics either. We can make the jump jacks, though. Fuck yeah. Wait, how do I install them? They go under the hood? I keep forgetting how certain mechanics work. Okay. I have to open the door and then put it... Oh, no, need to open the door without climbing in. Nope. It is yelling every time I exit the car, which is interesting. That may actually be a clue as to what's wrong, as to what one of the quirks is. Yeah, I don't remember how to put this on. Alright, so when door opens... Except it's not when door opens, it's only when I climb in. That gonna do it? I think that did it. No. Yeah, this ability is not showing here, but I've installed multiple, so I don't... I gotta find where it goes on the car, I guess. Underneath? Does it go underneath the car? Does it take the place of a panel, or... Oh, okay. Well, I took out the engine. I don't think it goes in here. Where does the jump jacks go? I am so confused. Let's see if it says in the description. Logbook. Crafting. Oh, that's just the subject of crafting. Resources. Whoops. Beating heart. Anomalies. Conditions. Found items. Crafting. Utilities? Jump jacks. Here we go. Oh, it goes in the back seat rack. Fuck. I forgot that was even a thing. There we go. Oh, that's so simple. Alright, we need... lightning rod we can't make because we're short on copper and electronics. Not a big deal. We do need to make at least one new panel. Wouldn't hurt to make more. Give myself a little bit of armor here. Those are doors. Steel sheets, yeah. There we go. That should do us for a bit. Go. Yeah, apparently if I don't... I must already have the Liberator, right? Oh, the Liberator is probably just for when I'm out. Okay. How did I not notice that there was a button to just remove parts in here, though? I know my inventory is full. That's why it's going into my hands. I know it was a great fucking game. It's Bubble Bobble. No, controversial take, right? I'm brave enough to say that Bubble Bobble kicks ass. Alright, did we get to keep the blowtorch? We did. Alright, let's start using that too. Nice. I dig it. We'll definitely have to start making these when we can. I like how you can see the damage, like, physically shrinking on the screen. That's cute. A little bit slower than using putty, I think. At least for big breaks. Because the putty, you just use once and then you can immediately move on to the next thing. So if you're in a huge hurry, that's probably the way to go. Still gonna need some sealing kits. I can also blowtorch my tires back together, so that's fun. Whoops. There we go. That's shorted, so that's an electric... Sorry, I caught myself off guard by saying shorted. Just shorted in my headlights. Alright, engine's now fixed. Every time I see summer tire, my brain goes, my summer car, which is a totally different game about car maintenance. Doesn't sound like how tires work, getting fixed with a blowtorch. Nah, it's fine. I like that the description actually had an explanation for it, though. That's commitment to the bit. It's no ordinary blowtorch. What it does, it takes particulates out of the air and uses those to create matter with its limb energy. Like, it's okay to just be a video game. But somehow they've made it both much more video gamey and much less video gamey at the same time with this explanation. Alright, mechanics kit, no, sealing kit. Need 3 of them. Fortunately, we had plenty. Assume a summer tire is like not a winter. Yeah, it's basically just any full-size tire. I've heard the term before. But yeah, I think it's just any full-sized tire that's not made to weather, like, weather. Right, electrician's kit, right? Need electronics for that. May have to just make another headlight. Unless you can pass me some electronics. No? Alright. Anything electric to scrap over here? Nah. Alright, so it's only my car I can just straight pull stuff off of. The Liberator is going to be necessary for any other car. That trunk is closed and sealed again, though. We're gonna make a scrapper. The last of our metal. Oops, no, pick that back up. Very easy to accidentally hit the right-click button. There's an extra summer tire in there that we can put on the regenerator rack. So that's cool. No electronics, though. I think that's wire, right? Yeah, that's copper wire, which is used in electronics. So, you know, that's something. Alright, we're just gonna have to make a new headlight, I think. Bulb. Headlight, there we go. And that requires 1 electronics. Fuck. Well. Crude headlight needs more road. How do I only have 4 road flares? Dang, that took most of my flares. Well, let's make a road flare then. I don't know why a road flare is used in the creation of a headlight. Can I not make flares? Huh. I can't make flares. I can make a relightable flare. Alright. You gotta level with me here. Do you have anything that can help me make a headlight? No? Alright. Fucking... Ah. Never did figure out the combination for that door. There has to be something around here that's gonna let me... Maybe if I grab out the busted headlight and toss it in the scrapper. There's more flares, But one way or another, we've got a new light. I've also noticing that anything labeled as crafted is only labeled that way until you've been through another mission area. Yeah, alright, I can make it myself. Crude headlight. There we go. Now we just stuff that in there. Where is our regenerator? Here it is. This can just go right in there. Recording? What? The terminology is getting weirder and weirder as we go. Oh, we can actually make some off-road tires. We wouldn't be able to make all 4, though. We have just enough scrap metal to make enough gears, but we wouldn't have... We need 16 more there. Alright, so we're not going to worry about that right now. Mini turbine. Where does it go? It goes somewhere. I guess that's the ability slots. We have both. No, we only have the one there. So does it go on one of these? Yes. Alright, this can go in the parts locker. I don't remember which one is the parts locker. Do we ever get the parts locker? Expanded locker, expanded locker. No, we never got it. Okay. So for now, it can just sit in here, I guess. I'll worry about rearranging that stuff later. Alright. I think... Oh, hey. Was this the one that wouldn't... Was this one that wouldn't break last time? Yeah, okay. Don't know what's up with that. Logbook. Found items. Dehydrated gold shell. Wishbone gold shell. Conductive gold. Wishbone is the one we're looking at. Some things were just meant to be ripped apart, but you can't do it alone, can you? This is not a multiplayer game. So that means something else. Let's just put in some completely fucking random thing in here and see if we can get some information. Let's try front left door. It's opened. Light, radio, steering wheel, any tire, trunk, wipers. There's nothing for starts beeping. An ability deactivates. No fix available. Whoops. Hit the wrong button there. Dang it. Front left door is opened. Ability activates. Sure. 0 out of 4 correct. Car moves downhill. Car brakes weaken. 0 out of 4 correct. Right? Drunk. Vipers. I got no clue. Alright, but it's getting much more quick. It's getting much quicker to jump in and fix stuff. Taking me like half an hour instead of a whole hour. And I do need pry bars. Always need at least 1 pry bar. Preferably at least 2. At 1 for now. We can always get more scrap metal, can't we? This whole car over here is scrap metal. Why didn't I think of that? There's so much scrap metal over here. Hell yeah. I don't remember what I was gonna make with it. Off-road tires? For off-road tires, we would need 12 plus 16. It's 38. No, 28. So we're just short. What can I do? Anything I can grind up over here? Still nothing interactive over here. That building is just over there is just ominous. Hey, bud. Nah, nothing. I feel you. No worries. Nothing grindable in here. Oh, there is another fuel pump outside. That's handy. Can't break down my own chain link fence either. That's a damn shame. That's odd, because other chain link fences fall like nothing. Interesting. That fence doesn't seem to serve a purpose. Which is an odd thing for a fence not to serve. Well, I guess we're gonna try and go out on another run, huh? It doesn't snow enough here to justify getting winter tires. Very fair. Here either, generally speaking. Alright. Where do I go? We're gonna try for... I don't know, this time? The red just where I last died. That's a highway. There's a crossing. These are both crossings. Alright, let's give this a go. Alright, we do actually have to go in one at a time. Okay. I thought I might be wasting my time doing it this way, but it looks like that's the intended way. Alright, let's fuck with our abilities real quick. There we go. Right, headlights, or floodlights. Alright. Let's go. Oh, I should have actually... We'll be able to see it when we exit our zone. Hey, the sun's actually coming up. The Lunset. People say sunrise, but I prefer, you know, the other way. Perpetual stability. Also perpetual stability. Yeah, let's go this way. That way, if we need to duck out, we can. You know what's wild that I just remembered for reasons? Unreal Tournament actually paused when you press the pause button on the upper right side of the keyboard. I can't think of any other application that does that. It doesn't... Oh, I already read that. ADHD, am I right, fellow ADHD people? I think almost everyone who watches these streams has ADHD. That's wild. You got more of those glitter boulders. Oh yeah, I know I'm correct. Did we already scan one of these? We haven't, and we've been seeing them since forever. It's a pothole. I'm sorry, Bad Star. Call me when you get this. That's the first thing that freaked that person out, I guess. It's like the inside of a pothole. Oh, there we go. There's a... That looks enterable. I can see something on the other side. Geiger counter keeps... Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not risking that. Not gonna fuck with that. Oh yeah, I got stuck in the ceiling. Got it. Thermosap crystal. That's new, I think. Right. More materials. Those mannequins. Mannequins, I don't think in themselves are too eerie, at least not to me. But turning around and suddenly seeing one that you know is going to explode if it stays, that's pretty scary. That'll make you jump. I was about to make the car jump to demonstrate my point. And then I remembered that there is a low ceiling. So I decided that I should not do that, and that would be a silly thing to do. These all sealed doors? Looks like it. Wild. I like the idea that the zone just puts random garbage in these containers because it just knows that that's where stuff gets put. First aid kit, we don't have enough duct tape yet. Fine. But we do actually have 2 first aid kits on us. Or 1 first aid kit. We definitely have some first aid kit. Keep forgetting the dome lights on. Ah. Meant to do that. All part of my plan. Oh, hey, look at our battery count back up as we drive. Guess that's the turbine doing its work, huh? That's excellent. Alright, we're gonna check out these buildings up ahead. Oh, well, bon voyage? What the fuck? No, no, no. I look behind. Okay, he's going the other way. There he is. Okay, he's not moving that fast. Not moving at all now. I have a feeling he's going to if I stick around too long, though. Oh, give me this too. There we go. Don't want to be defenseless out here if I can help it. Yeah, it looks like they only move if they're within a certain distance of you. That's actually a little reassuring and certainly won't be dashed at some point later in the game. Okay, we're gonna jump. Whoa! Oh, yeah, I thought it was gonna do damage to the car. Oh, fuck. That's fine. That's fine. I won't do that again unless it's strictly necessary or really cool. Alright, I can hear some kind of sound being played backwards. Ah, it's one of those purple zones. Alright, they seem to not be dangerous as long as you don't go directly towards them. Son of a bitch. They're pointing. What are they pointing at? Just generally up, I guess. I don't think they're moving. That's odd. Hey, we're closed. Nab one of these, though. And we've got a workbench here. That's cute. And food cannot be picked up. It's non-interactive nutrients, or NIN. Now, they started moving once I got close to them. Got everything? Locked, you say? No longer locked. There's that duct tape that I need if I, The engines are missing from almost every wreck. Which would make sense if we were talking about a place that humans were watching over. Why are the engines gone from these as far as the zone is concerned? There's some really interesting questions that are coming up, and I hope some of them get answered. Alright, y'all tried this tropical 7-Up? I'm glad 7-Up and Sprite are branching out a bit. We're not quite at the level of Sprite Remix, but, some pretty good stuff. Ooh, someone's smoking weed outside. It is legal in our area. Smells good, too. I don't even like to smoke this stuff, but I would now and then. You know. Certainly if it was the only way to quell anxiety, I would smoke. Okay. We're about to get in trouble. Can I make a flare gun with my current stuff? No, I can't make flare guns yet, right. At least got high health now. And they open doors is the question. They do a really good job here making sure we never... Is this the same place we just were? They do a really good job making sure you can never see them move. And they didn't even need to limit our FOV to claustrophobic proportions. So they basically made liars out of everyone. And yeah, I think that's the same place we just were. Alright. This is the way I want to go. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. Never watched Dawson's Creek except, you know, catching bits and pieces of episodes. It seemed really boring. In a way that Canadian entertainment usually isn't. Might not be Canadian, that might be the problem right there. Hopefully, we're going to be able to move back to Canada in the next few months to a year. For those who haven't heard, Carney, the Liberal leader, won the Prime Minister's seat. And the Liberals, the second worst party in Canada, won. And Carney proclaimed that they would never bend to Trump's demands. And we don't have a lot of faith in Canadian government or Canada in general at times. But damn, at least they didn't elect the fascist. I hate that that's the bar now. Ew. Dumpster pearls. Okay, so our main mission here is still getting to the arc anchors. Oh, no. No, you leave me alone. You go the other way. I swear to God. Okay. Where's the anchor? It was on the map. There it is. Alright, here goes. Having the world become more unstable when you pull the anchor for just a few seconds, I think that's a really cool... I think that's a really cool bit of both world building and mechanics. Canada, one step above America at all times. That's how we would have said it on old-timey radio. Alright. Another one off there. I should drive over to it. I'm not going to slide around as bad as I'm afraid I'm going to. Because the summer tires are at least better at driving on dirt than for spares. What are you beeping at? I have no idea what it's beeping at. Uh-oh. Oh, are we stuck? No, we got it. All right, I can jump if we need to as well, so that's gonna help. Okay, I don't want to go too far downhill because I'll never get back up. Whoop. There we go. Oh, some odd freezing on the game. Skipped a little. Alright, I guess we'll grab this too while we're here. You know, it would be neat. Elevate your suspension and install treads. Oh, fuck. That would be really good. I'm way down with that. Alright. Now I've got two things to scrap, so that's nice. And I hope there's no use for those things other than scrapping. Alright, goodbye, Sonic. Ooh, and here's S&F Hauling. Their logo is a little guy. Kind of looks like the Pip-Boy guy. There's a steel door. I guess I could take that. Get everything else first, though. Old school steering wheel, washed up steering wheel. The little, there's a little metal humor for y'all. You know. Come on. Let me pick it up. There we go. All right. Now we run like hell. They're not following? What the hell? All right, that's weird. Somehow it's more unnerving when they don't follow me. Dehydrated god shell. No, gold shell. A god shell would also be pretty cool, though. Right, up on the side of this hill. Come on, I don't want anything deadly to hit me while I'm running away. There we go, alright. Now we can hop in the front seat and eat some lunch. There we go. And also down an MRE for dessert. All right, we have enough energy to start up the gateway, but we're not gonna use the gateway here, right? We're still in good shape. Oops. So we are gonna head on to the next area. So that we can start linking ourselves a path to our next... that was a bad skid. In real life, you're supposed to steer into a slide. I know that. I remember that. I remember being taught that. Because steering out of it will lose your control. In this game, you really have to steer out of it. Meant to do that. So let's, yeah. Let's fix that headlight real quick before something real bad goes wrong with it. There we go. Need another MRE too. Whoops. I tried to move the shifter, but I accidentally turned the key, you know? Happens to everyone once in a while. Yeah, I'm very excited that Canada has not yet fallen to pure fascism. We've got a lot of problems up there. But that's one that we can still nip in the bud. Hoping America decides we don't like it after all. We can only hope. All right, we're in G1. We're going to G1 here. And then we have to find a gateway out. Battery sapping still. We're also losing another 3 hours, so night may have fallen. Which will be really bad because we gotta keep that battery full. Actually, no, that's fine. Because both electricity and wind recharge the battery now. A lot of people are saying this isn't what they voted for, and I can't help but wonder what they did vote for. Yeah. It's ludicrous. All right, how much more? And we need 0.6. So we've already got it stabilized? Whoops. There's our tombstone. Right? That's where we were. I think we need 0.6 more energy. Kilolims, KLIM, I think is what that would be. Enough about politics, back to scary car game. I've tried to avoid the word, that particular word for fear. Fearful, horror, what have you. So I was told by a black person that they found it offensive because its origins are in fact straight up in racism. And even if they're not, that's how it was used for a very long time. So I've been avoiding that one. All right. Here goes. Okay, so we got some on the left, but that's like up an entire hill. Oh shit, I remember this. The details are different, but the basics are the same. Wait, what is using battery right now? Not a fan of that. Maybe that's another quirk. Really? I thought it went the other way. No, like it was used for a while for CIA agents. But it was a big old KKK word as well. Okay, I don't know where that anchor is, but it's not where I am. And really, isn't that what's important? Okay, where is the anchor? Show me the anchor. Oh, it's much further ahead, that's why. You're around here. Uh-oh. There's a kidnapper there. I was kind of surprised to hear it myself, but at the same time, I'm not that surprised because like half of the words in English seem to have been derived from racism. Ah, more of those lead plating bars. Good shit to tear down. What the fuck is this? It's not scannable. Oh, it's just this light. Okay. Now we're definitely gonna have to put together the Liberator. Alright, I think this is the last anchor we're gonna need, so we can head back to the garage afterwards. Okay, that's... Now quit that. What is it, F? Yep, there we go. There, fuck you guys. It was very rude. Where did it roll to? Okay, what did you see, abductor? I have no idea what that abductor is freaking out about. Oh, it's freaking out about the bunnies. Now that's interesting. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can get up to the next anchor and grab that, because more anchored energy is obviously better. Okay, now you're just camping the ravine. That's bad sportsmanship, yo. Called Quake 3, not stand there and stare 3. Alright, I think we made it past them without any real bad interference. Okay. Ooh, big breath. On our left, there's the anchor. That's very close to the road. Oh, and we're not out of range of the exit either. Perfect. One of these days, I gotta bother to park the car with the correct side facing where I'm going. You know, eventually. Take that. It was either that or climb back in and remove it myself. Alright, so we're gonna link it and we're gonna drive. Well, let's see how close we can get. I always forget that part. No, no, that's as close as we're allowed to get. Come on. Come on. There we go. Perfect. And now we run like hell. And by run, I mean drive, because we are in a car. We escape like hell. Hey, I dodged the spike puddle. Alright, alright. Whoa! We're gonna get there. Alright, this looks just level enough that we can get over it and skip a few seconds. There we go. Oh no. Oh, no, we got it. Apparently jumping wasn't a good idea. Who'd have thought? Alright, we gotta avoid that abductor. Fuck. Oh, it's fine. We'll go around the left here. And we're gonna veer to the right. Oh, you motherfucker. Nuh-uh. Get the fuck off of me. That was awesome. Oh, that was so cool. I just swung it around until it popped off. I think I slammed it against a tree. Alright, we are out of here. Fuck yeah.
Looks like you're getting the hang of things. Well, once you get that unfortunate driving under control.
Rude, but fair. What's a rude but fair? Are there polite but fairs? I think our gas can's already full. Yep. Alright. Hi, friendly dumpster. Where I can always find the things I need. Oh, that's Morse code, which is not something I can read. One thing I can say, I'm dyslexic too, so I may be wrong here. I don't see SOS on there, which is ... dash .. Huh. Depends on what type of butt you're celebrating, of course, thank you. That makes so much sense, actually. I mean, sometimes my butt's rude. Right, unstable energy. The Liberator, we need this. We need to fucking get this dang thing. Finally, there. Now we can pull parts off of Rex. Instead of just scrapping them. Okay, I would like a trunk in the trunk. But that requires... That's wild. We need unstable energy before we can increase the size of the trunk storage. This thing's almost busted. Let's see if we can get some... No, nothing. Apparently, oh right, we already found that out. Also, it appears to be at full health. So I don't know why I thought it was at... Oh, it's because that looks like a glitch. Now that one isn't at... This one's at full health. The one I made. Okay, so let's pull out all this stuff. I know the dumpster pearl can be scrapped. Okay. I said I know the dumpster pearl can be scrapped. Why is my scrapper not working? I can do it that way still. That's a lot of steel bars. And general metal. And some paint? I'll take it. And a battery. Very spiffy. Okay, so the wishbone gold shell. Oh, we do have relightable flares. I just left them in a box somewhere on accident. Let's put away our stuff. On shelf. Here's the correct shelf. To think about... Oh wait, that goes in the machine, right? There we go. Steering wheel, we now have... Anchor... Frozen, old school steering wheel, washed up steering wheel, sure. Now it looks like retrofuturism. Cool. Suck down some first aid. And let's look at upgrades, such as the ability to make the plasma cutter and the blowtorch. Plasma scrapper, no good yet. Blowtorch, no good yet. What am I missing on them? Oh, unstable energy and... okay, so we do actually have to continue before doing that. Well, what is buildable right now? We could make the anchor radar, which I don't think that's worth it right now, because they're usually pretty easy to find using the radar in the mini-map. There we go. Okay, here's the flare gun, though. That will really help us to take out... only got 4 uses? Really? Ugh. Oh well. The ability to have it is better than nothing. It'll let me take out the mannequins from a distance. Alright, panels. Lead-plated panels, insulated bumper. Armored door. I like the idea that we're effectively creating these things out of thin air, and that's why we need the limb energy to make them materialize. That's just cool. Second roof rack, alright. That's a lot of energy. Backseat tank, fuel synthesizer can't be got yet. Battery. Side battery would go on a side rack, alright. That makes sense. The hydro generator. That's the one that refuels us during rain. Sounds like it says it's side rack. I would have thought it would be a roof rack. Well, and there we go. Now we've got that. And we should make that last side rack. Will cost the last of our energy. Let's go. The progress we're making. Now, let's see about that rain generator. I like the idea of not having to worry so much about both fuel and battery. Can't make a liberator because it needs thermosap crystals. Interesting. Which we've only found 3 of total. Flare gun. Guess we'll make one of those. What's the other thing we needed? Right, the hydro generator, which we also have enough for this. Heck yeah! That'll let us move around a bit more freely. What was the thing I tossed in here before? All right, summer tire. Good to have. Which of our tires is the most beat up? Actually, our tires are the one thing that's still in good shape. All right. Go in there. Could pull out all this paint. There's so much paint. We can put on the paint shelf. Oh, it's way past break time. But we're not going to take the ad break. I am going to remind everyone that there is a civil rights movement happening around the country and the wider world. Black Americans, people of color, are fighting for things that should never have to be fought for, like equal rights, equal treatment under the law, and not be attacked, terrorized, and even murdered by the police. We got ways listed right over here. And those would be a big help to put your time and money towards. There's the Bail Fund Network, who helps keep protesters out of jail. There's the Okra Project and the Black Trans Travel Fund. Help black, trans, and non-binary people with food, supplies, and travel out of dangerous situations. And the Black Hills Legal Fund. The Lakota People's Fund to take back their land to 6 grandfathers. Was stolen by white people, arbitrarily renamed to Mount Rushmore, and then had some white slave owners' faces carved into the back. Carved into the side of it. Black lives matter, the lives of people of color matter, indigenous lives and lands matter, Asian and Pacific Islander lives matter. These are things we've got to keep saying and pushing and fighting for until the people all the way to the very top not only understand and acknowledge them, but work to make them real protected truths. Alright, so now we continue the video game. This game just pulls me in. Lose track of time. I need a sealing kit, but only the one, thankfully. I actually have plenty of the types of items they need, so... Oh, no, that was the right one. Ah! That's not a sealing kit. Meant to do that. Can't prove otherwise. Oh, that's the flare light reflecting off. Alright, so, tools. I guess now we're gonna try and do the run to the third area. Seeing where we can get from there. Steel panels, crude steel. What can we replace with steel currently? Alright, we've got rear right and front right. These are crude, so we can make steel versions of those. Crude door, steel door, here we go. See if these will go into the chopper. Yep. Beautiful, excellent, perfect. Door, steel panel, door, steel bumper, steel panel. Alright, so the lights are the only thing still labeled as crude. Let's see if we can make better lights. Headlight. We can make one. Because we would need one more electronics. Oh, maybe there's some in the wreck outside. Nope, that's has not regenerated all the way yet. Here, I thought it would after every single mission, but I guess not. So I guess we're going with the crude lights for a bit. Not to be confused with the crudité. You know, generally speaking. Got the regenerative, or the relightable flare. Close that up. Should probably make a first aid kit. Oh wait, let's see if we can do anything with the clothing station. Lead apron. Okay. Does that replace the grounded sweater? Guess the only way to know is to begin. The only way to begin is by beginning. Ah, I guess it goes over the sweater. So now we have a little bit of radiation protection on our body. Still don't know what the point of the pneumatube there is. Maybe I'm supposed to throw something into it and it'll be retrievable in the field if we find another one? Possible. Okay. Well, we will need a battery jumper. And probably some repair putty. And then we are on our way. Let's grab some paint real quick. Alright. Off-white, off-white, off-white. Blue, red. Ooh, evergreen. And we got a couple things of evergreen paint. Pure black, more off-white. Matcha, burnt orange. Paint stripper. That's like paint. Beige. Brown, purple. You know what? I don't have any yellow. Fuck it, let's go purple. Whoops. I can even paint devices. That's wonderful. I'm gonna have to do a decal kit too, I think. A lot of these parts don't have any. I like that after painting something, it also... Oh, that's not matching paint. Don't lie to me. There we go. It's painted the car's main body. That was, that's cute. That's a good detail. Okay, I thought that would paint the housing, but apparently no, it paints the lights. That's a little strange. Alright, all purple. Oops, all purple. Let's see, what do we want for decals? I liked those space ones that we had at the start, and I got more of those. Ooh, dumpster devotee. Ooh, Blizzard. I like the idea of Blizzard. Not like the company. From what we were able to tell, Judging by talking to several different sets of people, it does appear that Blizzard was using an LLM to tell them when people should be banned. And now they're having to go through and fix that damage. I can't use it on the bumper, that's a shame. But there was thousands of people getting banned for no reason. And of course they wouldn't listen for a long time because everyone says they were banned for no reason. But in this case, it turns out it was actually true. Alright, now we have a cool car. Get it? Because it's got Blizzard decals. Yeah, pretty nasty. Also World of Warcraft. First aid kit. We'll probably make a second scrapper. Toss here in the trunk. So once again, lower level employees had to fix the shit the executives fucked up. Alright, let's take another glance at the fixing station. Any car door is opened. Fuel drains. It looks like, yeah, we get 8 guesses per visit. Headlight toggles. Fuel consumes faster. Blind guesses here. Probably not helpful. Trunk is opened. Dome light switches on. I don't know. Yeah. Shot in the dark is not really a good strategy here, but I haven't noticed any of these quirks. Alright, oh. Still got one more way to go. Mid-zone crossing. So we gotta get to here, and that'll open up the way to here. We're probably gonna take the south end, so we don't have to go through whatever the fuck this is. Let's rock. Last run of the night. I only have 10 minutes till the normal stopping time. But fuck it. We're doing this last run. Zip zoom. Perpetual stability. I'll take it. That's better than perpetual instability, which is how people in and below the working class have to live. That's my depressing joke for the night. I've hit my quota. Alright, I want to get to the arc anchor up there. Oh yeah, purple headlights. Very helpful. Big Dave's. Aha, it's raining, so my fuel will never leave. Oh, I never made a Liberator, did I? Whoops. Maybe we'll get enough bits and pieces to make one. Certainly we can stop off at, looks like a farm down this side road. Now these lights are really unhelpful now. I guess I shouldn't have painted over them. Who'd have thought that painting your headlights was a bad idea? In my defense, I was trying to paint the casing, not the actual light part of the light. Alright, not going through that electricity patch. The zippity zapper or whatever it is. Another nut over there. From a distance, I often mistake the anchors and the nuts for each other. Despite that they look relatively different. But they're about the same color. Whoops. Alright, you sit here and fill your gas tank with rain. Oh, the rain stopped, huh? I can still hear... Okay, I can still see the rain a bit. It's not super obvious. Sure. Anything over here? There was supposed to be a house, according to the map, and I don't see it. I guess my health is lowering more slowly because of the lead apron, right? Or else I didn't put it on and I'm just confused. Chug, chug, chug. It looks like there's supposed to be a house there, but there's just whatever that is. How close can we skirt that? Barely is the answer. Okay. There's not a good way around that, but it looks like this way is a little less bad. You know, like Canada. I don't know. Oh, that's the train tracks. We don't need to follow the tracks, right? Oh no, that's this? No, that's down the tracks. This is the way forward. Dyslexia. I can't see the fucking road. Now there should be a left here. Yeah, that looks like it. I've been down a lot of dirt roads in my time. Comes with the territory of living in British Columbia, honestly. I'm sure a lot of places have more paved roads now, but a lot of back roads out in BC. that were never paved and no one ever planned to pave them. Where's the anchor? Is it behind this? Is it behind this train over here? Is it down below? Watch the time go right out the window. Try to hold on, but you didn't even know. Oh, hey. Shielded train. Right. Aha! A phone. For a landline at that. That's kind of weird to have in a train car. Aha, that looks like it's the anchor. I think. No, that's a billboard. Yeah, I think the apron is helping a lot, or it's, or I've just convinced myself it is. It feels like I'm taking damage more slowly. Well, I'm assuming that it auto-equipped. Alright. Oh, I was going completely the wrong way. What a surprise. That I have no sense of direction today. And most days. I know I joke about not wanting to drive. But I probably will try and get my driver's license next year. Open up a little freedom. Especially if we're not living directly in a city. Alright, here we go. Oh wait, there's a thing here. Alright, cool. Nothing super good. Ooh, there's a bunch of plasma going on down there. No, 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 no. 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 Cut it out. Cut it out. Whoop, whoop. You unhand that vehicle. Oh my god, where did it go? The fuck? The fuck is shit? No, you're not supposed to carry me. Where did my anchor go? Is that it? How did it get all the way over here? Okay. It's fine. I was specifically told that the abductors do not go after people. They hated machines, but not humans. And apparently, that's just wrong in this case. Let's get out of this space. Fuck. Now we gotta go back and around to the north. Whoops. No, 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 no. There we go. Why won't you? Oh, because I put it in drive apparently, or park. Oh, the engine shut off. Okay, that makes more sense. It didn't do quite as much damage as I was worried it would. Oh wait, I could have used my fucking pulse laser, huh? That probably would knock them off, same as it does the bunnies. Certainly worth trying if we run into that problem again. Opening and eating a can of sausages behind the wheel, moving at speed. Very responsible, I know. Let's let that battery charge up a bit. I actually got onto the right road without triple checking. Fuck. Ah, fuck. Cracked the windshield. Oh, not good. I don't think we have enough stuff to make a sealing kit either. No, we are missing okay, we can get rubber. Rubber's no problem, right? Well, tell me there's at least one fucking tire on this thing. There it is. Perfect. Grab a bit of putty too. Alright, that should do us for a bit. Oh, that's right. No, cannot currently see a house down there, so probably not going to make that stop. I kind of want to, but I know that our actual goal here is to get as much arc energy as we can and access that final checkpoint. Right. Not my favorite. There's so many random clouds of electricity in this part of the state. Why no one comes here for vacation? Another blinky tower there. Bunch of shirts. Always good to have. There we go. Bump. Right. Level 1 complete. And our next anomalous clouds. So that's what I guess all that orange is. Violent voltage. So I definitely don't want anomalous clouds and violent voltage in the same place, and swift storm. Electric damage gives your car a jolt of speed. Yeah, okay. That sounds safe enough. Sort of. Junction G7, Welcome Center. Remote blistering woods. Docking speed is apparently considered extreme conditions. Alright, where are we headed on this one? Oh, we already have enough for a gateway out here, but that's not something we want. So instead, we need to take a left and get down to that anchor. We can get to from the road to the south. We're not going to be able to get up that hill, though, so we're going to have to go the long way around. Fortunately, we have time. As long as I don't crash into literally everything on the way. Oh. Spike puddle. Oh, fuck. Imagine just fucking setting your car up with all wind generators. You'd never have to worry about your battery again, probably. Alright, we have some good spaces for looting. Rootin' tootin', shootin' and lootin'. That's the cowpoke way. But most of all, be kind. Be rootin', be tootin', always be shootin'. But most of all, be kind. That's how it went. Just don't get shocked. Very fair. Gotta watch out for any electrical damage. There has been a lot more of it lately. Anywhere that I can get wire and electronics is a fucking godsend. Okay, there is another box back here, but there's not a way through that wall? Well, that's not ominous at all. Oh, that's just the sign. That's some really good eerie design right there. Another flare gun. If I'd known I was just gonna find them all over the fucking place, might not have had to make my own. Also fill up the tank over here. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Dang. I should introduce you to my dumpster. Kinda sounds like a threat. You know, now that I say it out loud. I don't want to just leave the dumpster pearl there. Don't need that. No, that's it. That's all good. Appreciate your help. Lucky dumpsters out here are so friendly. Who puts a chain lock on their fucking restroom? Oh, I forgot to turn off the headlights on the car, too. Alright, it didn't waste all of our gas for electricity, which is like gas, but for batteries. I almost blocked off the gas cap on accident. Hell yeah. The perfect pump. Old SO commercial reference. For Canadians in their late 30s, I guess. I don't... Oh, I just want the... It doesn't let me just destroy the steel sheet. There. I don't need it. I've got plenty of steel. Alright, let's heal up proper. Now we gotta go... What the fuck? So that's a gateway. But it doesn't show. Okay, so it's a house with stuff in front of it, you know, officially. It's a crooked little house. I think a crooked little man lives here. Public health notice, and it's all just a bunch of rectangles. Like someone put up the sign without really understanding the language that was supposed to exist along with it. Bad Road, I think this game might be political. Much harder to use the rearview mirror in the dark. I imagine that's true in real life, too. Most things that require precision are harder in the dark. At least for people who rely primarily on their sense of sight. And even more so for those who cannot hold a visual image in their head. Like me. Da 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 da. You know what? Not fucking with that. I am occasionally finding myself trying to twist my head around. Whoa, there's that electric damage giving me a boost. Well, that was cool as fuck. There we go. That bunny helped. Alright, alright, okay. We're gonna make a sealing kit. No, we're gonna turn the car back on and get out of this guy's way. Ah! Fucker. So that worked. We do not have the rubber for a sealing kit. Fuck. Okay, well, let's get the car out of that thing's path. What's the matter, Gaston? Something wrong with the door? Something wrong on the other side of the door? Okay. Alright, well, that's a basketball court. Which is not what I expected to see today. Okay, we got a document we might actually manage to take back to the garage. No, not right now, baby. Alright, so no rubber here. Didn't we have spare tire, or did we lose that? We do have a spare tire. Perfect. Front left, I think. Yeah. Now we place it with this one. May as well scrap this for rubber, right? Beautiful. Ah, fuck. Ah! Did you see all those physics objects? That was wild. Got everything out here, or just wants me to nitro? Oops, fuck. Should have been watching the road. Ominous. 1 second. What we got here? Anything good? Oh, materials, you know. Always good to have. You know, random shit you find out in the wild. Might as well tear it apart and use its raw materials. Power your crippling car repair addiction. Aw, not breakable. Apparently hadn't scanned one before, though. Hot dust. Radiation, yada yada. Okay, so that's basically a miniature radiation storm. Good to know. So we want to cut through that as quick as possible. Or see if we can scooch around it. Let's try that. Hopefully we don't break anything. All right. Okay, we're good. I don't know what that alarm is about. We got a proper storm crossing over too. Okay, gonna have to do some minor repairs before we set off in this third one. Oh, scary shit. Eerie darkness. Also, honk. I don't know what that means, and that worries me. Alright, let's grab some putty out of the back trunk. As opposed to the front trunk, where the engine is, you see. This says honk. I don't know what that means. Got... Oh, this... Whoops. Fuck. Well, why is it honking? Why did it honk? Why is it honking? Oh, turncoat. What the fuck? Oh, the car... The car's turning against me. Oh no. That's very mean. I hear ya. We're gonna get through this as quick as possible. You mentioned building a trunk in the trunk. Does that give you more trunk per trunk? I think so, yes. Alright, we can actually already link the gateway. And we probably should. Since this does not have an infinite time limit. It is very dark. The description was not wrong. Car only seems to want to honk when I'm outside of it, though. Oh, we may as well at least take a glance. Or why is the car vibrating? I don't like this. Atmosphere. That's what's getting me. Fucking atmosphere. Alright, I'm coming. You gotta give me a sec. I'm trying to pick stuff up for you. Sure, it's partially selfish. Because obviously, I want you to be powerful to help us get through and possibly out of this exclusion zone. But also, I am using it to help you get stronger, not just me. Have a cup. Already did, mate. Did I open the back for the back? I must have. Look, it was kind of scary when you first started doing it, but now it's, you know, you're fine. Come on. We're gonna get through this. Oops. You know, in the UK, they call it beeping instead of honking. I just think that's kind of funny. Oh shit, we got too close to open the gateway. Might actually be safer to open that closer gateway, but we'd have to drive further. Come on. There we go. Give me that orange. Here goes. Hopefully that's not technically like up on a hill or something. Okay, good. I can see it coming up from below. So let's just cut through recklessly. Oh fuck. No, we're fine. Don't fail me now. Almost there. Oh, fuck. Yep. No, we're fine. Hell yeah. See, I knew that jump was gonna help us at some point. Oh my god. It is so hard to steer up here. I am seeing the obstacles in front of me. Did we win? No, we're in the worst part of the storm. Why can't I move? Fuck, fuck, fuck. We're gonna get there. We're gonna do it. We're so close. Come on, baby. Hold together. Oh, definitely should have gone for the other gateway. At least I didn't decide to go on the road. That would have been just as difficult and taken longer. Booyah! Escape through a gateway after the storm has completely collapsed. Oh. Rad as fuck.
Did you drive into a storm? Do you enjoy feeling your bones separated from your body?
Sometimes. Whew. Also, I didn't technically drive into the storm. The storm caught up with me. There we go. Download, 77% cancel download. You wouldn't download a car, cancel download. All right. We made it through that in more or less one piece. This the one that we couldn't break open. Yep. Now we have a dumpster pearl in the trunk there. There it is. Cool. Thanks for that, truck juice. Got some light blue. Grab this. Go. Beautiful. Every slot has something in it there. Paint. Some more paint. And there we go. Let's gas her up too. And see what upgrades we can get. I'll worry about fixing the car next week. Okay, it'll be suspended in the limbo of game that isn't open right now. Next week we can advance the story. Okay. What do we get that's new in the garage? Ah, expanded locker. We do not need that yet. Still can't get the plasma cutter or the Liberator Mark II or the magnetic hammer. Anchor radar is meh. Got lead-plated doors. You haven't run into a point where that would be super helpful. We only start taking damage while in the car if it's if like all the panels are busted anyway. Roof rack. Could just get the second roof rack. Or the second seat rack. Trunk in the trunk still needs unstable energy. Gas tanks. Side battery, mini turbine. Got most of that already. Alright, so there's nothing we really need to get right at this second. So I guess let's do the expanded locker. Couldn't hurt, right? I've already got the medium backpack. Large backpack needs swamp coral. Swamp coral, which is not even a thing that we can get because we've never been to a swamp. Powered boosts. Softer and safe. Okay, so that's going to cut down the fall landing limit, so that's something. Haven't really had to deal with that too much. When we take fall damage, it's usually the car and not... Are we gonna set sail for One Piece? Alright, let's get the powered boots. Hooray! Now I have boots. Frisbee, what are you doing? You hear a mouse or a bug? He's trying to dig through the back of his crate there. Like, it's not like the door's closed and he's anxious. He just walked into his crate and started trying to dig. He can be an odd boy. Oh, there's gonna be a lot to repair next week. But all... Fortunately, it's all surface damage. No special repairs needed. Alright, so thank you so much for being here. Y'all know who I am. Frisbee, seriously, chill. I think he saw a moth. If you want to support us, you can, of course, subscribe here, or you can head on over to our Patreon at patreon.com/ifwhen. And if you do that, you make sure no one has joined in the meantime. Doesn't look like it. It's happened before. But you will get a shout out if you want it at the end of each stream. So thank you so much too. Okay, the list is over there, but I'm trying to look at the camera. Thank you, Melissa Case, Andymonium, Green, Sky, and Angelic. Y'all are amazing. So lucky to have you with us. Then we got our schedule over at schedule.truck.community. Where you can see the whole team schedule, not just this channel. It'll be funny if the boots reduce the car's fall damage. That would be hilarious. And here's our YouTube channel over at youtube.truck.community or youtube.com/@squirrellily. A lot of VODs there to check out. Speaking of checking out, I'm done. Alright, good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.